Friends, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and like it so you won't miss new incredible stories and rare historical photos. Antarctic snow cruiser was developed under the direction of famed explorer Admiral Richard Byrd, and it was intended to facilitate transport in Antarctica during the United States Antarctic Service Expedition 1939-41. His second-in-command, Dr. Thomas Poulter, returned from a previous Antarctic expedition in 1934 with the idea for a massive purpose-built transport vehicle for Antarctic exploration. It was envisioned as an unstoppable machine for long-distance travel on the continent's endless swaths of snow and ice, especially during the harsh weather conditions. On April 29, 1939, Poulter and the Research Foundation of the Armour Institute of Technology showed the plans to officials in Washington. The foundation would finance the Antarctic snow cruiser with an estimate of $150,000. Work began on August 8, 1939, and lasted for 11 weeks. Designed particularly for traversing crevices, the vehicle had long overhangs at either end, as well as retractable wheels to assist in this process. The snow cruiser was 55 feet 17 meters long and 15 feet 4.6 meters wide, weighed 45,000 pounds 20 tons, and was designed to house 4 to 5 people for a year, with all their food, fuel, and equipment. Besides living quarters, it held a science lab, a photography darkroom, an engine room, and a small machine shop. Its wheels were each 10 feet 3 meters in diameter, weighed 700 pounds 318 kilograms, and were made from a special type of rubber that would not break or crumble in the extreme cold. Each wheel could be steered independently with its own motor, a system that would allow the snow cruiser to navigate difficult terrain or cross 15-foot wide crevices. The vehicle was designed for an average speed of 1 to 13 miles, 16 to 21 kilometers per hour, with a maximum speed of 30 miles, 48 kilometers per hour. Its broad upper deck was designed to carry a small airplane. Up front, in an elevated control room, sat the snow cruiser driver and charter. Underneath the control room, beneath a catwalk, were the machine shop, snow melter, and a variety of generators, pumps, and hoists. Just ahead of the front wheels was the engine room, housing a pair of Cummins inline-6 diesel engines that combined for 300 horsepower. The engines were paired with 2 generators and 4 electric motors, courtesy of General Electric, which also combined for 300 horsepower. On October 24, 1939, the vehicle was fired up for the first time at the Pullman Company just south of Chicago, and from there, drivers took the newly built vehicle across the Midwest. The snow cruiser was supposed to drive to the South Pole and track auroras, light displays by charged particles from the sun hitting Earth's magnetic field, but that didn't happen. The machine turned out to be far too heavy for the Antarctic snow. The snow cruiser arrived at Little America in the Bay of Whales, Antarctica, with the United States Antarctic Service Expedition in early January 1940, and experienced many problems. It was necessary to construct a ramp from timber to unload the vehicle. As the vehicle was unloaded from the ship, one of the wheels broke through the ramp. The crew cheered when Poulter powered the vehicle free from the ramp, but the cheers fell silent when the vehicle failed to move through the snow and ice. The large, smooth treadless tires were originally designed for a large swamp vehicle. They spun freely and provided very little forward movement, sinking as much as 3 feet (0.91 meters) into the snow. The crew attached the 2 spare tires to the front wheels of the vehicle and installed chains on the rear wheels, but were unable to overcome the lack of traction. The crew later found that the tires produced more traction when driven backwards. The longest trek was 92 miles, 148 kilometers, driven completely in reverse. On January 24, 1940, Poulter returned to the United States, leaving F. Alton Wade in charge of a partial crew. Even though the snow cruiser was essentially a total failure, from the utter lack of traction to the underpowered engines, the vehicle proved to be a solid base of operations and full-time living quarters. Engine coolant traveled through the cabin's structure, effectively heating the snow cruiser's interior, despite the brutally frigid conditions. The scientists conducted seismologic experiments, cosmic ray measurements, and ice core sampling while living in the snow and timber-covered snow cruiser. Poulter wanted to return to Antarctica and outfit the vehicle with improved parts, but when the U.S. became entangled in World War II, the government focused its funding on the war effort. The Antarctic snow cruiser was abandoned at the Little America 3 base on December 22, 1940. Friends, thank you for watching and offer to discuss what you see in the comments. See you soon on the channel.